Yo, what's up, guys? Here's a recap of today's trade. This is like a Judas swing style trade on open. I took this and so many other traders took this too. I'll put that on the screen. This was just a bread and butter setup, super clean. And I'm going to show you the breakdown on how I caught this and just the full top-down analysis so you guys can understand it too. Let's get into it. Starting out in the higher time frame, getting in this day, I am pretty neutral but leaning a little more bearish. You guys can see overnight we did displace around 400 points lower. We have really good DOLs in both directions. We have London high, we have Asia high, and then we have this unmitigated fair value gap and previous day high above. This previous day high is more high resistance, so I really wouldn't target this. If I was bullish, I would probably just target the London and Asia high. Also for sell side, we have this Asia low, previous day low. Also we have this swing low right here, and then we have this previous week low as well. Fair value gap wise, we are in this 4 hour, and on the hourly time frame, we are in this 1 hour right here. So we have that 1 hour bearish gap and then that 4 hour bullish gap. So these are opposing. Here's the two ideal scenarios I would like to see getting into this day. Scenario one, market opens, we get some sort of manipulation higher into this 1 hour gap, sweeping these highs, and then getting that full displacement lower, therefore running this low right here, and also running that previous day low right here, and potentially this previous week low right here as well. So that's scenario one. We displace higher, get that manipulation, sweep some highs, or maybe tap into a gap on the lower time frame, and then look for an entry point to continue toward those lower DOLs. Scenario two, we hold this 4 hour gap. I would like to see us displace downwards, potentially sweep this low right here, this low, and maybe this low, and then get a clear reaction, displace higher towards that 1 hour gap. We do have these highs stacked up, which is technically low resistance, and this high right here also is that London high, so we could use that London high as a DOL to target, only if we sweep these lows and get that reaction, therefore respecting that 4 hour gap and disrespecting the hourly. Scaled down to the 15-minute time frame, what do we notice? We have this 15-minute bearish gap right here getting into open. We do have that London high, but in my opinion, I'm just leaning super bearish here because pre-market we did end up coming and grabbing most of these failure swings like this low resistance leading to the London high. And also, what can we notice? ES took that London high. You guys can see London high would be right here. ES came up and grabbed that. So in Q there is the SMT. I'll go ahead and mark that out. Therefore, I'd say leaving this London high behind is okay because we swept it on ES. Also, we're delivering out of that gap. We grab most of the low resistance here, and we're also delivering out of this gap right here. So we just have so many confluences to lean bearish. Also, what do we have resting below? We have this swing right here leading into that previous day low. Scaling down to the 30-second time frame right on market open, let's play it out and see what happens. Market open candle, we do displace around 70 points higher. At this point, there's not really any entry for me. There's no clear inversions. Sure, there's a inversion right here. There's a inversion right here. Is there a good entry though? If you FOMO'd along here, your stop loss just isn't very well protected unless you put it at the swing low. And I'm just leaning more bearish on the day, especially when we're delivering out of the hourly gap and 15-minute gap. So I'm leaning a little more bearish, and I'm going to look for a confluence for a short. Continuing market open, you guys can see we put in a SMT with ES. My indicator is marking this out. You guys can figure that out yourselves, but let's look at ES. ES came up, swept this high, and then we put in a big rejection wick, so that's a good bearish confluence for me. We're delivering out of that 15-minute gap marked out here. We came up, put in that SMT with ES. Now we got that big rejection wick and we're displacing downwards. At this point, I'm looking for an entry because we have this DOL resting below. You guys can see that blue line. We do have this 30-second gap. I would like to see an inversion or some sort of entry confluence. So let's play this out. We get a deeper retrace. At this point, I know a lot of people just entered short here for no reason with no confirmation. And guys, it's important you wait for your confirmation, because if you just FOMO into a trade with no entry model, then you're going to get cooked just like this. I sat back, waited patiently. Next candle, we got that heavy displacement. I entered short right here. We didn't technically invert the gap on this close, and a lot of people know that. Some people waited for the next close, which was right around here, which is perfectly okay. You can do that. But I front ran it because it was too obvious. When you build market experience, you just see this stuff happen all the time, and I just know this is going to play out with this displacement. Also, that did put in a CISD. You guys can see change in state of delivery. We got that displacement lower. We closed below this candle body. Therefore, change in state of delivery, and it was super close to inversing it anyways. We have that amazing DOL resting below. We're delivering out of those gaps. We have that SMT. This is just an overall amazing trade. The previous day low resting below is my main target. That's what I targeted. Stop loss at the body high. I'd say this is well protected. Let's play that out. You guys can see, ran straight to my TP. Super easy, super clean, super obvious. this is the trade I took, and this is how I looked at it getting to this day. Super simple. I don't overcomplicate this stuff. And I hope this helped you guys see the charts the way I see it and just understand that the market's so simple. One word of advice: stop trying to predict 100 things in the future and focus on what's happening now. Focus on reacting off of what the market gives you and not predicting 100 moves in the future for your entry. Like, the market can only go up or down at the end of the day. So please simplify it and just take it from me, bro. I'm a prime example. You can make a lot of money with keeping it this simple. And if you guys haven't already, feel free to join my free Discord community. I always say this, but I really mean it. I'm trying to build the #1 community, and yeah, I just appreciate if you guys join. We post all our trades just like this. I have all the best prop firm deals available. I keep you guys up to date on every prop firm. You guys can see every top prop firm you could ever need. I have discounts for. I post updated deals, and in the server, I do 25 plus account giveaways every single week. So if you guys want the best discounts and to enter the giveaways, make sure you submit your proof on my website. I love giving back to people, and here's just some examples of some winners. All these people won free accounts just from using my code. It's no extra cost to you, and it's only benefit for everyone. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this recap, and I hope you learned, and peace out. Good luck in the markets.